Headlines on the Business Daily this morning. Media tycoon fights Kenyatta kin over prime Nairobi land, and the National Lands Commission caught up in Karura dispute as the latest for more than 15 years. This, of course, is, media tycoon SK Macharia has escalated his protracted land dispute with President Uhuru Kenyatta's cousin, Gengi Muigai, with the filing of his case in a court seeking to stop the National Lands Commission, NLC, from adjudicating the matter. So, of course, for you to get details, do get your copy of the Business Daily. Treasury overshoots local debt target. That's also on the front page. And the net domestic borrowing hit 446.6 billion in May, 1 month before the end of the fiscal year, against the annual target of 397 billion shillings, according to the latest financial data. Let's move on to page 3 of the Business Daily. While central bankers in a tight spot over Britain's EU votes to leave the EU. And we will continue to monitor markets conditions carefully and keep its operation under review. That's according to the Bank of England. And of course, like I'd mentioned before, we still are yet to know the full effect of Britain exiting the European Union. Of course, this is not something that's going to be done overnight. It is going to be a procedure, and a process will be put in place. But as that is taking place, then of course we need to evaluate and see how that is going to affect us in Africa, in East Africa, and also in Kenya. On to page 13 of the Business Daily. Asian automakers may slow down investment in the UK after Brexit. And executives at the Asian automakers will, with factories in Britain largely set up to export to the European Union, say it could slow investments in Britain or even put them on ice for now, after the country voted to leave the 28-nation bloc. What was interesting after the vote was quite a number of British citizens were saying that they were actually not sure, they were not well informed, and they did not expect that this would actually happen, which of course would leave one wondering what then the campaigns were all about, because we do know that there were campaigns that were taking place left, right, and center for Britain to exit the European Union, and for them to come out and say now that they were not sure what they were voting and that they did not then know the repercussions and the effects of exiting the European Union, of course, would leave us wondering really whether that is true or whether it was just propaganda that was given out as opposed to the real bare-knuckle truth of what the result would be of Britain exiting the European Union. That's where we're going to wind up our newspaper review this morning, but do stay with us right here on Morning Express. When we come back, which is time for the way it is, and we'll be weighing in to look at some of the happenings that have been taking place, politically speaking, and what that means to us as individuals. Do stay with us right here on Morning Express.